These men here, they're gathering around Lot's house. They're beating upon the door. They're saying, these two men that came in, these strangers, send them out here so that we can have sex with them, is what this is saying. This is the main sin of Sodom and Gomorrah. Sexual perversion, which goes along with the idea of rape. This is what Sodom was known for. Not just a certain part of the crowd, but everybody, even young and old. And Lot went out to the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Lot realized that this was wrong. In fact, in the New Testament, it says that Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, meaning the lifestyle of the wicked that was there. It burned within him this burden that he was in the wrong place, that he was around the wrong people, and he had a very guilty conscience because of it. But then what Lot says is almost unthinkable. In verse 8, he says, behold now, in an attempt to save these men, he says, behold now, I have 2 daughters which have not known man. These 2 daughters, they were virgins. They were sexually pure. They had not yet had sexual intercourse. He says, take my daughters instead. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you. Do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing. For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came into sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now we will deal worse with thee than with them. And so this is beginning a riot here, outside of Lot's house. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. But the men put forth their hand, and pulled Lot into the house, to them, to shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness. The angels, they miraculously blind these men that were trying to break in to rape the 2 strangers. And it says they were smote with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. This is what sin brings you to. It's crazy. But even though they were blinded, they were still just groping in the darkness to try and find the door. They still wanted what they wanted, even though they lost their sight in that moment. Sin blinds you, okay? Maybe not physically, but in a spiritual manner. Sin can be so intoxicating, so addictive, that it blinds us to the truth that it's killing us from the inside out. That's what sin will do to you. To a Christian who messes around with sin, and I know none of us are perfect, but if you allow that into your life, you are poisoning yourself, even if you're blind to the effects that it has upon you.